Hello, DC Metro Real Producers. This is your publisher, Kristen Brinley. I'm here with the wonderful Barak Sky, the Sky Group. So thank you so much for being with us.
Sure,
Appreciate
my
it.
pleasure. Absolutely, Thanks for having me.
You are our June cover. So Barak and the Sky Group, they're the June cover. Make sure you check it out on page 62 in the June issue. Just hit mailboxes. So Barak, you are a prolific figure. You are 32 years old and you have had a lot of success. Why real estate for you? Like you could do anything. You're a smart guy. Why real estate?
I think for me, real estate started off as like maybe an only option to a degree, or maybe I saw it that way. I went to American University in Washington, D.C., and I was a finance major, but there were no jobs for finance majors in 2008 when I was graduating. And my mom had been selling real estate for 35, 40 years at that time. And she was like, just get your license and try it out. And I fought her on it for a while, but I got my license. And then I just kind of fell into it and fell in love with it. So I think I didn't really try much more out. But I liked real estate so much, I felt no need to explore other options.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Finding what you love right away, you know, that's fantastic.
I was lucky.
Yeah.
I was lucky. I could be at some finance job right now and maybe happy, maybe not happy, but all I know is right now in real estate I'm very happy. So
good for you.
Thank you.
All right, so I know you've worked hard and you started like right away out of school, and tell us about 30 Under 30, because that's a great accomplishment as well.
So that was cool. I was trying to figure out a way to build my brand and to build some clout in the industry and have people, a lot of my peers and my, I'm from Bethesda, so a lot of my friends' parents were more likely to be clients of mine before my actual friends were, and I wanted a reason for them to use me, and instead of using like my age as a reason for them not to use me, I wanted to kind of flip the switch on that and be like, all right, well, he's a young go-getter, and look, he does know what he's doing. He got something to prove that, and that's how I saw the 30 Under 30, and so I tried really hard to get it, and I got it when I was 26, and it was definitely a turning point, I think, in my career, because it gave me more confidence, and it was definitely a great marketable tool for me to bring on appointments.
Good for you.
So.
All right, so what do you think has been your biggest challenge as a real estate agent?
Biggest challenge is definitely all the competition out there. You all make my job very hard, but it's very fun to figure out ways to be different, and I think the challenge makes us all better at what we do, because it's constantly putting us all in check, and I take that in stride, and I try to figure out ways to make myself better because my competition is continually getting better.
That's a great way to look at it, and that's a great way to handle it. What's been the most rewarding part of your business?
For sure, happy clients. So when they, bring me a gift at closing or something, and they're like, I don't know if you realize how important this was for us and my family, or it's helping them with a huge chapter of their life, and either selling or buying something that they're going to live a large chapter of their life in, or help investing in something that's going to help with their retirement or whatever it may be, and being a part of that transaction for people is like very rewarding, and so that's really the best part of the job, is when you have a client that expresses their gratitude, I think.
So how does real estate fit into your dreams and your goals?
So it definitely provides the means to be able to achieve my dreams and goals, I guess, right? And I think I'm very competitive, and I like to see where I can go in my career and where my team can go, and then also being able to have a house and travel and
have a great life.
Live the life that I'm working so hard to live. So.
Define success for us. What does success mean for you?
Just happiness. Like overall happiness in life. I think success is definitely happiness. I think it's not all about money. It's about those happy clients that are truly grateful for what you've done. It definitely has the money aspect to be able to provide the lifestyle that you want to live. But all around, happiness really comes from within. So,
love it. What are you currently learning?
So currently I'm always learning different things. Right now we're really honing in on some social media stuff, content creation, how to try to really track the return on investment on content creation that we're doing, and also Zillow, Trulia, and our lead gen spend. So really just trying to tighten everything together. So learning how to do that the best that we can.
Can you tell us about your family?
Sure. So my mom is in real estate and works with me, and then she got me in the business, and she is amazing. And then my wife is also in the business, and she was a 30 under 30 the same year I got it, and that's around the time we had met. We didn't tell anybody because we didn't want people to whatever. And then the fact that we both got it was crazy. And then when people found out after we both got it, then we told them that we were dating. It was like, wait, what? So, because it's from all over the country. What are the odds of two people in the same office in the same location? And then them also be dating? It was crazier than finding a needle in a haystack. So that was cool. So she's been in real estate her whole life as well. Her father's been in real estate just like my mom, and was a former president of GCAR, and she's going to be president of GCAR next year after Koki. And right now she's with Urban Pace, and she's running the Historic Yards of Walter Reed development, which is a massive development.
Yeah. So
just our family's just real estate's in our blood. It's just crazy. But yeah.
Do you guys have any hobbies or things you guys like to do all together?
So I like tennis. I played tennis in college, and it's a huge hobby of mine. I like playing golf. I like to travel. Cool. I like being on the water. Not so much in the water, more on the water. But and then that's.
Those are pretty good. Pretty
I
good.
like cars. I like cars, but cars are a little expensive of a hobby. But I like them. So.
What sets you apart? Makes you different?
That's probably a better question for my team. But I would say, I think the work ethic that I have, just my whole life, I've had this work ethic. I think because sometimes I feel like I'm not always, quite often, not the smartest person in the room. So I try to make up for that with work ethic. And I think that's really gone a long way for me. And I have no problem waking up early, working until midnight all day. Yeah, I don't it's not like I'm oh, I have to work. I'm all right, let's do this. Let's work. I look forward to it.
You like it.
I like it. So I think that's probably the biggest thing. And then I really look for ways to connect with people. I love building friendships, and I think that's been a huge asset in growing my career.
What do you think are the biggest reasons or reason for your success?
I think it ties into the last question a lot. I think work ethic is a huge reason, and not being afraid to invest back into the business. Even when I wasn't making much money, I had a second job working at Uncle Julio's Rio Grande in Bethesda as a server, and I was reinvesting that money back into my business. Right when Zillow was a thing, I started buying leads. And it just, you got to be able to invest in yourself, right? Because that's what's going to make you more money is yourself in this business. So.
I love that tip for everybody too.
Yeah.
It never goes away. Your education continues to go with you.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think has been one of your biggest failures and the lesson that you learned from it?
Sure. So I'd say some of the biggest failures would be really when I put a lot of work into a deal. like a client that I'm working on a huge listing. It's been working on it for some time, and then not having a signed agreement and just like going off of the relationship, and then at the last minute not getting that for one reason or another, that it's hard for me to understand. But what's funny is that people would say, well, you should not do a 1 ounce of work until you have a signed listing agreement. But for me, I haven't made that change or learned from that, because I'm very much a handshake kind of person, and of course I get a signed listing agreement before I start marketing the property. But it's just like you kind of learn who you want to work with, the type of clients you want to work with, and that's unfortunately one of the downfalls of the way I do business. Is you might get burned once or twice, but then those are people you don't want to spend time with, right?
Absolutely. You get to choose who you're working with too, and who you're doing business with.
So,
it's the beauty of it.
It definitely is hard. I mean, those hurt. Those hurt sometimes.
Those do hurt.
But it helps you grow. So.
What is something you have done that you feel other real producers out there absolutely should do?
I think never, ever say the words, you're slow, or you're not busy, or there's no work out there, because there is always actually way too much work out there, and it is easy to find. There's not enough time in the day to do all the things that you can do to generate business and to find business. And don't ever let yourself say that. Just go to the office. Some people say, oh yeah, I can work at home. If you're saying those words, get to the office, no distractions, and you will find work. There's always stuff to do.
That is an awesome mindset piece right there. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I really appreciate your time today. You're
Sure.
a busy guy, and he's our June cover, you guys. Make sure you check it all out. And you heard it here at DC Metro Real Producers.
Thanks for having me. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.